Hello, hello. Yeah, welcome everyone. So there's gonna be a cutscene, so I'll just start because the game needs to load. But yeah, this is Deus Ex Mankind Divided, the newest and last Deus Ex that we will ever see, apparently. So let's get started. So once the cutscene is over, or once I can press here. Alright. Be ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, kind of like in the first game, we can choose with which weapon we want to start. So what we're gonna do is we're taking the revolver. The revolver is pretty good. We can also take the assault rifle, doesn't really matter. And what we're gonna do now is, first we're gonna play Tetris. So first of all, I take this rubbish bin here, stack it up. Then I get this little dangerous warning sign thingy. Whoops. Put it on top. I jump on it. And then I climb out of bounds. So this is a section you're not supposed to be, but because we can stack up items, we can just climb up here. So as I missed the cycle, I need to wait. But yeah, there's like a static animation happening here. So what we can do is, if we jump on it and we are getting stuck in the animation, it will launch us up. And we're gonna abuse that to skip the entire tutorial at the start. So now we just need to wait. Okay, it's good. So stack up and whee! Learn to fly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna land on this crane hat here, and then we're gonna run all the way out of bounds to the end of the first mission. So normally you're supposed to go through there, then the game gives you a tutorial like, oh hey, this is how you play the game. You can duck and you can play stealth, or you can shoot everyone in the face, and you have augmentations, and we're not gonna see any of that because we're just gonna skip all of it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run out of bounds and just pass everything. There's gonna be a section after this. So we're gonna just go over here, and at the last window we're gonna go inbound. So we're just gonna drop here. I'll turn the invisibility augmentation on, which was the wrong button, and then we're just passing by these enemies. So invisibility in this game, like in Human Revolution, is pretty overpowered because it allows you to not be seen by any enemies. You can literally stand in front of them, just turn invisible, and they will just be like, there is something, but I don't know where he is. And they will just, if they're hostile, they will start shooting and spreading anywhere in the air. But if you are just invisible the entire time and just run past them, they just cheer something, but they don't know where it is. And with that, we have done the tutorial mission. So this is gonna be special. Normally, now what's gonna happen is like a cutscene where you are in Prague, where you just go around and then they show the new engine, like there was like kind of like the tech demo for Mankind Divided before. But we're gonna skip that because, as I said, it's a 4-minute cutscene where nothing happens until the end, where there is a big explosion. And then we land in the apartment from Jensen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go into the main menu and I'm prepared to save so we don't need to see it because, well, who wants to see a cutscene during a marathon? This is not a PB attempt in the first place. Alright, so let me see and remember this. Yep. Poor apartment. This is where Jensen lives, don't worry about it. He lost his job after Seraph Manufactory in Human Revolution when everyone went crazy. So yeah, we're just gonna start here. So also this is like a bit special since Jensen is like in a third apartment, living in a third apartment in Prague, and we're not gonna leave it the usual way through the door. So what we're gonna do is we're basically jumping out of the bathroom window. It's faster. Don't ask question. This is how speedrunning works. Alright. But of course, first of all, we need to get our code. So we go to the door, get our code, and then we go back to the bathroom, open the window, and then jump through it. Can guarantee it's literally fast. Okay. So we just drop here then. Bloop, bloop. Then we go here, we get our augmentation set correctly, because otherwise I can't use the invisibility augmentation. And what basically happened, because of the explosion, our augmentations are not working properly, so we are going to an underground fixer who's gonna fix our augmentations, which are broken. And then, because, well, this is like a sequel after Human Revolution, we have already existing augmentations, and the game is like, oh no, we need to introduce you new augmentations. So you get so-called experimental augmentations, which are a bit special. But one by one thing after another. So first of all, we need to go to... I forgot his name. Doesn't matter. Like, we need to go to that fixer, and he's gonna tell us like, oh wow, you have something special. Also, oh, it's your French. The reason we're playing in French is like, well, once again, French is the fastest language in Human Revolution. In Mankind Divided, this is not Human Revolution. And now we have here our augmentation. Wow, look at my glasses, look at my back, look at my glasses. And then you can just fool around and yeah, like make Jensen vanish. Only happens sometimes. I just like to show it off. But yeah, as you can see, we have different abilities we can use. Here you can make Jensen a fucking weep. Later on we get some other abilities. Then we have here some hacking, we have here sensors and whatsoever. Basically the same stuff we have in Human Revolution. And like, oh no, what is this? Here are the new things we have in Mankind Divided. So first of all, this is the where we stole the ability from Corvo. This is basically the blink, aka dash in Mankind Divided. Then here we can slow down time. We have like a titanium shield, so you don't get damage. You can have a shockwave. You can have remote hacking. You can shock people. You can shoot blades, like all the fancy stuff. But it doesn't matter to us. So basically, this is like the tutorial with the experimental augmentation. As you can see here, it is saying 150% unstable, which means, well, it doesn't have an effect at 150, but the higher you go, the lesser abilities you can use, and you will experience glitches. And if you go after a certain amount, it will just lock augmentations. There's a mission in the game which allows you to use everything, but well, we're not gonna do that since we want to go fast.
Ok, remets-moi ça en marche, Collar. Je réactiverai ce qu'il me faut.
Ah, Collar, that's his name. Alright. So, Collar explained everything, thank you very much, blah blah blah. Now we just have a small conversation with Yeah, we accept the quest from him, but we're never gonna do it. Okay, and now, first of all, Electric Jensen needs some batteries, because, well, batteries in the future still suck. Then we're becoming bootleg Corvo, and then we're getting a speed augmentation in our legs, so we can go even faster. And now we can do the following, like, whoop! So this is like what we're gonna spam through the entire run. So what we're gonna do and how it works is basically every time you do a dash, it will cost more energy to use the second one and so on. So the more we use it, the less we can use it actually. And we need to wait until a certain cooldown happens so that we can dash once again. So what I'm gonna do is I need to do some certain timings where I'm not gonna use the augmentation just to go faster. Because otherwise I'll be stuck at certain positions where I just need to walk, basically. And yeah, now we have like those fancy loading screens where we just go through, well, the subtunnels. And you can just see him stand there. And then, obviously, while it's loading, you have like different screens which can happen. Like either you can see Jensen from the side or from the right side and so on. And there are like gimmicks where if you go into the train with non-augmented people, then everyone will stare at you and be shocked. But because you are like the superhuman and privileged, blah blah blah, I'm not going to go into the story basically because they know that he's a cop. They'll let you go through with that, but you get like certain cutscenes and whatnot. Anyways, so now we're just gonna go to the headquarters. We're just like a bit hidden, so we're just gonna dash a lot. Oh no, not enough energy. Not enough mana. So we're just gonna go over here. Then open every door. And behind this painting is of course a hidden elevator which allows us to go to the headquarters. So now we need to go to our, well, not to, yeah, we need to go to a talk with our boss, but what we're gonna do is, he has like a communication cable or capsule, and what we're gonna do is we are hacking that thing so that we know what's going on. And what we didn't realize is we put this hacking device on it, and then we realized, oh no, our boss is inside, and then he wants to talk with us. So we pretend like we didn't go there, but you will see. First of all, we need to do some parkouring, because, well, parkouring is faster than using the stairs in the future. Remember that, better train your muscles. And then we go through this, like, airship shaft in the headquarters. Like, the co-workers are already used to that, since Jensen liked to do that before. So they're like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we put the ship in, and then we start running away, because the game doesn't expect you to run away, so it focuses the camera back to your original position. But the moment the cutscene is over, you just see how the camera just flingshots back to your actual position. And also, if I'm fast enough... Nope. Oh, yeah, you could see him moonwalk for a bit. But it doesn't matter. So we just talk with our boss, blah blah blah. Good conversation. Also, he's playing a chess game in the background. I need to show it later. I need to have some chess enjoyers here who can tell me if the boss is good or bad. Because I don't know. I don't play chess.
Alex, La puce espionne a donné quelque chose.
Anyways, so now we're just gonna wait a bit, run about around, just waiting, because, well, elevators are slow in this
Tu peux
game,
régler ça?
like in Human Revolution. There is a trick which allows you to skip this, but it's in RTA it's not really worth it. Like, yes, you can save like 7 to 10 seconds depending how you execute it, but if you need to redo it the second time, it's already loss of time. So it's basically not worth it if you fail it the first time, and it's pretty precise as well. Regardless of that, we're just gonna go and dash back to the train station so that we get unlocked to go to the station which blew up, and there we get the mission to get like a device which allows us to get the information of what happened there and what they figured out, and then we're presenting that to our boss.
Chang? Vous lui avez fait
Chang?
pirater les transports publics de Prague
No,
pour
we
que je
wait
puisse
one second.
rejoindre Ruzicka?
Le plan A ne donnait rien.
Alright. So Jensen's going into a single train on his own. Just chilling. Alright, so this is like one of the first, well, not stealth well, you can play it stealth, but you can also just go guns blazing. This is like the nice thing about this X, like even in the original, you can choose your playstyle. So normally here they would say like, hey, this is a restricted area, you're not allowed to pass here. So you can try to look around where you can go into the station and just like hijack it. So, whoa, that is a bit dangerous. So I used the healing item, which is kind of bad. I wanted to use it for later, but I can also get a useless augmentation in terms of like my batteries or my health upgrade to heal myself, so it's okay. So yeah, we got the device we wanted to steal, and now we can leave. Ouch. Okay, yeah, we're fine. All good. And so yeah, fastest robbery in the world. Just went in, stole the device, and then we go back to the headquarters. First, taking a look at Jensen again. Aha. Aura, I choose you. Use donation reading.
Okay, I choose donation reading, and it will be effective because we have received a $2.50 donation from 7French7 saying, there is not enough French in this run. Can you play Human Revolution, please? Thank you. Thank you very much for your donation.
Only Italian from now on.
Perfect. There's also a $10 donation that we received from Vahisht saying, shoutouts to the absolutely abhorrent and decadent fork of Czech language in this game. Fully understand how Eris felt during Human Revolution. Thank you very much for your donation.
Si pravda, si papiri. That's all I remember from watching this run too often.
Je te rejoins dès que je peux.
Perfect. And we also received another $2.50 donation from 7French7 saying, still not enough French for me. Can you change the text on screen to French?
No,
Thank
then I
you
can't read it.
Thank you very much for your donations. Keep the donations coming. We love talking French. At least I do. So we don't mind here, but you can tell us your opinion about that. Thank you very much, and back to you.
Well, thank you very much for that. Well, I like to say certain words in French, only because I learned them through Human Revolution, but, well, Kadarev just left. He will cringe if he hears it and always ask me what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Anyways, back in the headquarters, we went to talk with two people. They're not really important, basically. One is like the psychiatrist, just checking if everyone is like fine and not overworked and like still able to do their job. Then we get like Smiley, who's like the tech guy, and then we just got one of the IT department who is saying like, oh no, we got hacked, and we tell him like, well, figure it out yourself, I'm not gonna take care of it. Alright, so now we're going to go to Golem City, which is basically the slums in Deus Ex Mankind Divided. So, just to get into the story, to just, well, explain it quickly, there are augmented people and non-augmented people, and because in the end of Human Revolution all the augmented people went crazy and killed people and just did all the nonsense stuff, people are afraid of them, so every time there is an augmented people or person running around, they're getting like discriminated, so now they are hiding in slums to survive, and those who are not augmented have more rights and, yeah, basically survive better, while the ones who are augmented get beaten up. So after knowing that, so we're here talking with Alex. Is she called Alex? I forgot it. Doesn't matter.
On va toujours à Golem.
Despite, yeah, I think it's Alex. Anyway, so now that we got the code, we got the information we need, we are going to Golem City, so we need just to do some hacking. The codes are always fixed, so we don't need to relearn them. Nothing randomized, and then we are going to the helipad. Talking with our boss, blah blah blah. Skip. Okay, look at each other. And ready. Alright. Golem City is gonna be a bit more interesting since we're gonna use a clip and some other techniques. But once we get there, we'll see it. So first of all, just another cutscene, and what we're gonna do at the start of this map is we're gonna get more augmentations, or well, one more augmentation in a higher level. So we saw the Icarus dash, and what we can't do now, or currently, is that every time we do the Icarus dash, we just can go in one direction and we can't basically store it. What we can do now is we can basically say where we want to dash to. So if I hold the button, you will see later on that I can decide if I want to grab a ledge in further away from me, or if I want to go at a certain position and whatsoever. But we'll get to it once we are there. First of all, go into prison, talk with people. Since now we can dash, we can go through lasers very quickly. This is not good. Can you... Yeah, this is pretty bad. Okay, let's see if we can still do it. But yeah, this is a good example. Like right now we have we have energy, but we can't use the dash because the cooldown is way too high. And when I just did the last final dash to get through the lasers, it basically told me I can't do it, or it took all of the energy I had stored. Anyways, so here's the dash where we can now mark it where we want to go. So we're going up here. This is the end boss, Viktor Marchenkov. So now we're just gonna talk with him. And then we're like, okay, I'll be back. So he leaves. And we're gonna go further. Go through the laser, because explosion. And once again, go here on the ledge, or over it, also works. Then on top of this elevator, destroy the trapdoor and take the elevator out. So now we do a little bit of an alignment, like we have this line here where we can look up, and if everything works, we're just gonna... we should be on top of the fence. Yeah, there you go. I had to correct it a bit, but it works fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna be doing a bit of a special thing. I'm gonna shoot these blue barrels. The reason for that is the guards in the next section would normally start a cutscene, like showing how Jensen is sneaking up and then starting to infiltrate it and having a conversation. But if we alarm them, they're gonna be alerted and then they start to fight. So normally the AI, or well, the developers didn't think about, like, why would you shoot randomly around? And well, yeah, that is what we're basically abusing as speedrunners. So we're just gonna pass through here. And we're gonna go up here, and we will have a good friend of ours, which is also used in other speed games. The bucket. Oh, that's dangerous. Just gonna heal up. As I explained before, the moment I use a health upgrade, oops, press button. And the moment I use a health upgrade or an energy upgrade, I'll get full health and full energy immediately. So we can use that in emergencies, like right now, and probably later I need to do that because there's gonna be a very risky section where I'm gonna lose a lot of health since there are a lot of enemies with high accuracy and full augmentation and bumpers apparently, and heavy gear. So first of all, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a clip. So we are just gonna turn around, and there you go, got through. So what we're gonna do is we take the bucket, push it in us ourselves, so that be careful here because there's a death trigger. Okay, there you go. We push it ourselves in, then we look into the opposite way, and when we release it, it will just fling us into the part of a wall. So now we're Air Jesus. Look at this, and walk on air. And what we're gonna do now is we're skipping an entire conversation with one of the, what do you call it? I forgot, but like with one of the enemy of my enemies, basically. And what we're doing then is we're dropping from the top into the end level trigger, and then we just run away, while the enemy is just gonna be stormtroopers. Look at their aim, and while we're looking at their bad aim, Aura, you can read out the donation.
Thank you very much. We have received a whopping $50 donation by Linear the Grey saying, "Thanks again for this amazing event to all the wonderful people involved. Have a blast." This donation is also going towards one of our, not only claiming a reward of the ESA Winter Shirt, but also going towards one of our targets, which is the Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Blindfolded Roxas fight, which is currently standing, let me quickly check, at $80 out of 250.
Alex, Talos Rucker est mort.
I correct, it's at 150 and 14 cents out of 250. So if you want this target met, then keep the donations coming. Write exclamation mark donate in chat and follow the link to Tiltify and claim the rest of the targets for yourself if you want to see that. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is up after Deus Ex and Final Fantasy, so you have plenty of time to fulfill these targets. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you very much. So first of all, we stole some alcohol from a homeless guy. We need it for later, so he doesn't need it. What? I'm just helping him, okay? And then we're gonna break into our boss's house. So first of all, we're taking his sniper rifle away and more alcohol. And then we steal his keycard. So this keycard is important because as I mentioned before, we hacked his console or his hacking capsule. Well, not meeting capsule, is the correct thing. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna join in to see what he saw. And this is gonna introduce the breach mode of the game. So when Mankind Divided got released, they wanted to push this breach mode, which is like replayability with leveling up, where you have to do puzzles and whatnot. But it was a complete disaster. Nobody liked it and nobody wanted to play it, and also it's just a grind and basically microtransaction hell. Regardless of that, so we have to do this here because it's mandatory, so that's what we're gonna do. And this is where you would normally do the clip with a sniper rifle, but you will see it later. But for now, we're just gonna go here and take the elevator down. Once again, just the normal way. Oh yeah, broken animation. Always happen. Yeah. Yeah, now you can see that we got the keycard from our boss. But not really important. Alright. So once again, stairs are too slow, so we're just gonna do this little bit of jumping. Use the key card, and here you go. Now we're gonna become our boss, in the capsule at least. Alright. So here we have remote hacking, one of the new experimental tools, or augmentations. Pretty cool thing. And basically what we're gonna do is use that the entire time. So you have to basically get the lines. There you go. And since there's a high chance that it can happen at the start, I'm always gonna use one of them, just in case it's there. Then we just have it activated. And now we're gonna do puzzles, but we're not actually gonna do puzzles. So these cubes are activatable, and that's where we need to go. So you need to make like the small puzzles, like in a breach mode. But what we can also do is just put a cube underneath us and then just jump on it. Makes it way easier. So we're just gonna abuse that. Then I'm throwing that cube up here. Again, a bit of parkouring. This is completely not the intended way how you're supposed to get here and do stuff, but well, I don't care. So we are just gonna do this, and once again, more stacking. So first of all, I'm gonna put that here. No. Okay. Still need to keep the cube. Come on. Just need to position it so that it's not dropping. There you go. Jump on top of it. I'm gonna save because, well, this jump can be sometimes failure. There you go. Did another puzzle section. And then now we're gonna go into the middle, which is supposed to be the hardest one. There you go. And the last one over here. Jump on this small railing. And look in a certain angle. There you go, that should be fine. Or not. Please. Hello? Ah, there you go. A bit further beneath, and ta-da! We've finished all the puzzles without doing the puzzles. And since I hear the donation sound and we have a bit of walking, go ahead. Aha, more.
Oh, they're coming right now. First of all, we got a $25 donation by Len Tokone saying French, German, Spanish, etc. But where's all the Finnish language choices? I know we're just a statistical anomaly, but come on. Yeah, what else can I say? There's just like so few best languages that you can have. Thank you very much for your donation. It's also going towards the Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Blindfolded Roxas fight, which is currently sitting at $158 out of 250. We also got a $1 donation by Kainalo saying, "Thank you, Heinki, for showcasing the second best speed game made on this game engine." Thank you very much for this kind dollar. And we also get another $10 donation by Linear the Grey saying, "I forgot something," smiley face. Heinki's Deus Ex run was one of the first speedruns I've ever seen, and I liked it so much that I enjoyed this amazing event every year. Thanks for being such an amazing runner and entertainer that you showed me the fun in speedruns. Good luck, have fun. Thank you very much for your generous donations. Keep the donations coming. We're so close to fulfilling one of the 2 targets that we have for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you very much for the kind words. And yeah, I would disagree that this is the second best engine game, but it is okay. We all can make mistakes. Anyways, so this guy here, he gives you information if you give him alcohol. So we basically stole alcohol from one homeless to give it to another homeless. Problem solved, and thanks to that we can just go to the red light district, so kids don't watch. So they're like hiding in one of the pubs, but we're just gonna walk over. Just gonna wait and replenish my energy. Skip this cutscene. And here you basically get one of the bigger choices in Mankind Divided. So now you have to decide if you want to get an antidote, or if you want to get the kill switch, or well, the diffusal device to get rid of the bombs. So we had the explosion in the Prague main station, and basically we can make sure that there are no explosion anymore for the ending, or we can get the antidote, which will kill everyone. There is, like, for the ending, it is possible to have both. Like, you can defuse the bombs and also make sure that the victims of a poison survive, but, well, we don't see that, so it doesn't matter. Here I need to wait. If I'm too fast, or if I go in here while this info link is playing, we would softlock, so I'm just gonna make sure that that doesn't happen. And then we're gonna go through this door. So this is Javis. We will never see or hear about him for now. And then we're gonna do a clip. So first of all, we go put a box here, look around, go with the camera, and then dash through here, and voila, we can just go through walls. So what we're gonna do now is, there is the trigger to finish this mission, so we're just gonna hit it. And luckily there is a train station which we need to pass by anyways to hit one of the triggers to go to one of the decisions we want to do. So I basically did that now. We finished the escape, and now we are gonna take the bank mission. The bank mission is very fast, since you have no conversation on your way. You can just go to the bank, get your stuff you need, and then you can progress. With a bomb maker, you need to talk. Interestingly enough, there is a trick where if you go out of bounds, you can do both missions. So you don't need to basically decide, but this is like not important for us right now. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna get the invisibility augmentation now. That is important, and then whoop, turn myself invisible. Gonna get one of the things here, and then we're just gonna immediately go back. So now we need to go into the bank. Oops, maybe should not get the weapon out yet. Actually, no, you can have that here. It's not Deus Ex 1. So just keep walking, do a bit of more parkouring, go up here, then we grab the ledge here, shoot this glass, jump over here, put the weapon away, oops, got the computer, do a bit of hacking, and there's like another little trick we're gonna do. So normally, like in Human Revolution, if you drop, you would die, but because we have a dash now, it will basically allow us to get no fall damage if we use it before we hit the floor, and that's what we're gonna abuse. In the old way, or in Human Revolution, we use the Icarus landing with an EMP grenade to basically time it so that we can just drop through the floor. Here we don't need to do that, we can just use the dash to basically make sure that we're not dying, which is very nice. And what we're gonna do now is we are gonna turn invisible and need to run through lasers. So, as I said, invisibility augmentation is pretty broken, and so we're gonna abuse that quite a lot. First of all, I need to press a button, then it takes a while until the lift goes down, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna deactivate the lasers. while we're waiting, so I can go faster through here. So I can just dash through instead of using the invisibility augmentation, which allows me to just go faster. Then we just have here a small cutscene. Wow, we got the antidote. So just go here and now hop, hop, just dash away, and everything's cool. Alright, bank heist complete. Now we need to go to Garm, which is somewhere in Switzerland, and there you can find Viktor Marchenkov's kill switch, kind of like in the first game, where you can find them for Günther or Anna Navarra. So they introduced that option as well, so you don't have to fight the end boss. So basically you literally just push a switch and the end boss is done. Makes it very anticlimactic, but I like that you can have that choice, since if you're a stealth gamer or you just like to explore the entire map, you can just use that to your advantage. But regardless of that, we're just gonna continue running first here. So now we need to go to the helipad, which is a bit of a walking simulator. There's literally nothing going on here in Prague. But what is basically happening is, so Prague is the main hub, and every time there's like a bigger mission going to the next, well, level, you have a transition, and every time you come back in Prague, there's like a new side quest, new NPCs, new alert state. And we are now in the second stage, so that there are like terrorist attacks happening, and so there's like more police everywhere around and people are suspicious. And the third time we come to Prague, the police will take care of everything and you're not allowed to leave your apartment basically. But one thing after another. So first of all, oops, let's go here. Walk of pillar, blah 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 blah. Shut down, shut down. Please let me leave. Okay. And now we go to Garm. And I hear the donation sound, so go for it.
Thank you very much. We have received a $1 donation by Anonymous without a comment. Thank you very much for that dollar. And I would like to take the time to remind you that that our merch for ESA is back in another form that you might know it from last event, ESA Summer 2023. Now you can grab either a Goosebird or an ESA Winter shirt over at Tiltify for a donation of $40 towards Make-A-Wish, where with the $40 you not only make help making wishes come true, but as a thank you, you also get either of those shirts as a thank you. So with that being said, back to you and Deus Ex.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so the end boss basically was waiting behind the door the entire time, waiting that Jensen is going through, and then he just punches us, poisons us, and then throws us into the trash. So since Jensen is the protagonist, and there's like the entire story which allows him to be immune to the augmentation poison, we survive this, but well, the end boss doesn't know, so we're just gonna infiltrate the base now. So now we're just gonna run away very quickly by using the grenade as a door opener, which is pretty nice. And this is the part where I said like things can go wrong. So let's see. Ah yes, I have no energy. Okay, we'll just go do it the normal way. So there's a fast strat where I can do a dash on top of the roof and let the enemies shoot through it. So they destroy the glass and I can just dash through it and be alive. But since I couldn't dash up, I just used the stairs. Casual strats, I'm very disappointed in myself, but nothing you can do about that. But no worries, so now we're done with Garm. So here, this entire area is, in the speedrun, very short, so we're just literally going to the exit and just leaving. But if you play it casually, I can just guarantee you it's a lot of fun to explore the entire area. Since you can do like a lot of things, you can activate the crane and then the enemies will be like, oh, what's happening? And you can just talk with them and convince them that you know what you're doing. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And then you can use the crane to kill them or just make like a air bridge so you can sneak through the entire area. A lot of fun. But yeah, now it's martial law. Police is everywhere. You're not allowed to go on the street. If they see you, they attack you immediately. And there are like certain side missions where you can protect citizen or help them and so on. But, well, you're not gonna see any of that. We don't care. We need to go fast. So what we're gonna do to go fast, so here's like a little bit of a special thing. So normally a cutscene would be playing, and then we would be in a conversation with Alex in a limb clinic. But what we're gonna do is, Jensen would go in cover, or not? Okay, let's turn. There you go. turn this around, and then we dash through this door. Bam, there's the cutscene playing. Then we would see how he's talking with Alex. But as you can see, now the HUD looks a bit different. So what happened is basically we are in a cutscene state, which we are not supposed to be, and now we can just play the game normally. However, there's like a bit of a problem with that. The moment we start having a conversation, the game will soft lock. So we need to get out of this state, and luckily there's a way. So what we need to do is we need to interact with an object, which is not starting a conversation where we get into third person. So the moment we are getting into third person, it's over basically, and we get a cutscene. You can't go into the menu, that won't work. But what you can do is, as I said, go to a computer, interact with it, and then it will reset you to your normal character, because you're still in first person, and it just revises your camera to go back in first person because you have this animation going a bit in front. Here we go. Now we can talk with her, and the game won't soft lock. Ta-da! Alright, we need to go to our boss. As I said, I need some chess experts. So before we talk with our chess boss, is this a good move? I don't know. Please tell me. Why just starting? Make a screenshot or something, I don't know. I have to run. Okay. Here we go. Talk with our boss. And then we leave. So now that we're done with that, we need to go to the red light district, because behind the red light district is a gangster district. And there we get more information. But before we do that, we are gonna get some strength. So Jensen is gonna lift. And then we're also becoming super hacker and be able to get all the turrets. This is important for later. Just remember that, and for now it's just like, wow, look at this elevator. We have a ladder, we have some boxes, more boxes, little chair. Why would you need a sink here? I don't know, but okay. Yeah. Another first stop. Alright. Let's go out here. Nice grab. Alright. And like, oh no, the police saw me, help. Well, it doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter if they shoot at me, but as long as I'm out of their range and in their vision, they won't shoot. So we should be fine. Just don't get hit, lol. Alright. Just go through here. Waiting for my cooldown, because there is a turret, and that's gonna be very painful, so I don't want that to happen. Then we use our universal key, which is the frag grenade. Once again, put there. There's like a little trick you can do. Ah, it didn't happen. If you throw the grenade and you dash the moment it explodes, the next area is still not unloaded. Sirs, can you stop killing me there? Oi, oi, oi. Not cool. Should be fine though. Yeah, the next area will still be unloaded. And because it's in an unloaded state, you can basically just dash through and see how the enemies spawn. It's quite hilarious, but we didn't get it, so it doesn't matter. So here, this is the reason we get the strength augmentation, so they can throw this big box over here. Then we go in cover, and time to dash into infinity. What? Sir, please. Dash. What? Oh, yeah. There you go. Out of bounds, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna dash over here. Woo! Okay, that was very close. I wanted to grab the ladder in the air so that I'm at the exit, but it didn't work, and I almost died because of the fall damage. Luckily, I had enough health before dying, so it was fine. Alright. Well, no more train, because I said martial law, so we just see Jensen walking. Look at his nice shoes. He has a cyber arm. Wow. And we will see that a couple of times. Look at his shoes again. Aren't they nice? Alright. He's back. Yeah, and there you go. Don't worry, you can just take a look at his shoes soon again. Alright. First of all, we need to go to our apartment to have a conversation with Alex. Once again, why enter the apartment through the door if you can just go through the window? So we're just gonna walk a bit here. Grab that. So, there you go. So, since the trigger for this cutscene is extending, we can just... okay, that was the wrong window, but this is still fine. Just go through the window, and as you can see, we spawn inside, and then we just leave through the bathroom once again. Hop. Ouch. Ouch. Not cool. Okay. Yeah, it should be fine. Like, the big robot is a bit of a problem since he can just non-stop shoot at you. That's all good, alright. Now just waiting for the cooldown. There you go. And now that we got all the information we need, we are going to London. Because that is where the terrorist attack happens. And you basically fight Viktor Marchenko. But we're gonna do it a bit differently. Look at his arm. Wow. Ah, there are shoes. Alright. Okay. So here's the turret. Doesn't matter. I just dash quickly. And then we're fine on out of range. Yeah, but because the police are still hostile here, I need to be careful. And now what I need to do is I need to go close to the door, then I go back, and then I open it. This is really important. If I just interact with it immediately, the cutscene will start playing. So I need to go basically into the trigger once more, so that the game realizes like, ah, okay, yeah, we have that cutscene already. And then it will just skip it, and so we can just go to the next area. Which is also going to be the final area of this mission. Not too bad. This is a pretty good run right now. Nice.
Merci.
Merci.
Allez-y, Jensen, et tenez-nous au courant. Monsieur Brown, si vous voulez bien me conduire à cette salle de conférence.
Alright, bit of talking. Now all the agents go to the right besides that one person. This is ChatGPT going in the wrong direction. And then we're just going to get this box and do a little nice trick. So once again, instead of doing everything in London, which is also a lot of fun, which is also like a bigger section at the end game, we're just gonna go and immediately say hi to the end boss. So we're just gonna dash over here, which did not work. Me dead? Hello, where am I? I'm in the bathroom, that's not where I'm supposed to be. Okay, let me do that again. I was looking too low, so I couldn't get enough dashes to get through the, to get the length where I needed to be. So let's just do it again. Aim higher, and then we should be fine. There you go. This is how it's supposed to be. Or not. I'm not supposed to look at the elevator. I'm supposed to look in front. And I think... Did I get the wrong save? No, I did not. Because it showed Dubai, so I was a bit... Okay. Once again. Why did you swap? Yeah, there you go. This is what I wanted to do. So you just get on this railing, then you go to the side, look at the bottom, and as I mentioned before, you can now do the dash to nullify fall damage. And so we are in the boss room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm hacking this computer, activate friendly fire, and I'm gonna kill the boss while cutscene is playing. So first of all, I trigger this explosion. Then I know where the boss spawns, so I give him a big present, which is heavy and has a lot of ammunition. And then I'm just gonna trigger the boss fight. And yeah, as you can see, the boss is getting shot during the cutscene. So just wait until we see Jensen coming from the left, and then there's time. I will just mention it. But yeah, this was Mankind Divided, the base game. But we also got the DLC, so don't worry about it. And time. So this has a very funny side effect. So basically, he got shot during the cutscene. So we see him dead on the floor. But because we have cutscenes overlapping, after this cutscene, we will have the next cutscene where Jensen will stand up and say like, yeah, you will see. Wait. I'm taking you down, and then like, yeah, okay, new game plus. End of story. Alright. Let's not lose any time, since we lost already time. So let's go and quickly choose the DLC. So we got the bonus incentive for the DLC, which is going to be A Criminal's Past. So this DLC is one of my favorites. There's also, just to showcase it quickly, System Rift, a lot of fun, can also recommend. And Desperate Measures. Desperate Measures is like, meh, but it's still okay. Extra content is always nice, very short. Maybe like 30-40 minutes casually. In a speedrun, it's literally only 2 minutes. But anyways, so Criminal's Past. let's reset the timer and let's get ready. Should be around 15 minutes. Yep, I think I have everything ready. So, a very short DLC, a lot of fun, way more fun than the base game because it's a bit more, well, not more broken, but a bit harder and faster. So, much more fun to play. So, in the DLC, we are in prison to figure out certain stuff. I forgot the story, I'm sorry about that. But basically, we go into the prison to get information, so Jensen's getting locked out. And timer start, go. So, we just wake up in this prison cell, and the biggest gimmick of the prison is basically you don't have your augmentations. So, you basically have to play without them. There are possibilities where you can reactivate them, or you can play without them, and you have different ways to get through this. So, at the start, you're just like a normal prisoner. You just go around, get information, do the normal prison stuff, basically. So like, yeah, oh no, I'm in my cell, but I can do a little trick. I can just take this rubbish and then take that, officer. Wow, I missed. Okay, but yeah, you can basically clip the object. It doesn't do anything, so I'm just gonna flush the toilet because, well, I need to wait anyways. Alright, it is also like nice because we have to wait anyways, so you can rate out the donation.
Thank you very much. For the first donation, which is a $7 donation by Mosh, saying I need to apologize beforehand because this is depicting an accent where I did not grow up with in Germany. I'm from a geographically different region, so...
Not Germany. Yep.
Yeah, basically not Germany. The cooler Germany, basically. But I will do my best regardless. Glück auf aus dem Pott. Heidewitzka, fast hätte ich dieses Jahr nichts gespendet. 7 Öcken, weil mit dem Küngel im Balk wie Jensen hätten die Kumpels auf Sohle 7 kein Arschleder gebracht. Tu mal so, als hätte ich was Sinnvolles gesagt. Thank you very much for your donation. I hope I didn't do too terribly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also received a fantastic $40 donation by Banana Boy saying, Breach mode? Never asked for this. Much love from the Rocket Beans community.
Hey.
Much love back to the Rocket Beans community from ESA. Thank you very much for your generous donations. Get those donations coming. They are for a great cause, and you can also snipe some fantastic targets and rewards with them. Back to you, Heinki.
Yeah, thank you very much. Alright, so we did already a couple of tricks. So the first thing we did, we basically got our augmentations back. But you will see that later on. So now we also get this energy cell, very suspicious in prison, which allows us to use our augmentation. So we're gonna do a prison break. So first of all, beat up the police officer and steal the shotgun. So there are these 2 gangsters who talk with us. We're just gonna kill them. Like, nice conversation we have with them. And the only reason for that is basically they want to talk with us later and I don't want to talk with them. So, well, the obvious thing is to shoot them. Also, we are getting more batteries once again. And this time we get the breather augmentation. And also, once again, dash, because dash is fast. So this is like the first part of the prison. We're just gonna dash through everything, go into the bathroom where we have like a secret meeting. Brrr. Also, yeah, the camera is like flying around, so don't worry about it. Yeah, and like a little part with the boss of a prison. And so now we're getting beaten up, and after that we basically wake up next to the boss and he explains us or realize like, oh shit, we're a hidden agent, please help us. This is not what we wanted. I think I softlocked the game. Nice. It's okay, we have autosaves. Oh no, never mind. Okay, hey! Because normally, if you see the symbol being fully loaded and you have still text, it means like, yeah, something went wrong. But okay, alright, I'll take it. Well, anyway, so we take a practice kit, we get a biocell. And now here, there's chaos in prison. So, the prisoners got all weapons and basically are our friends. And the police officers don't know that we are on their side, so they hunt us down or shoot anyone who is there. Well, it's not a big deal, we don't need that yet. So we're just gonna pass by them, just have the dash. Once again, here we need the rebreather augmentation since we saw the mine. And then we're just gonna go up here and we need to get to one of the super secret prisons and get one of the prisoners out there. So that's what we're gonna do. So first of all, we need to dash through here. Go through there. Boop. Ouch. Get the shotgun out. So before we used grenades as a as a multi-tool to open any door. Now we're gonna use the shotgun to use it to open any door. Nice grab, that's not what I wanted. Just break the glass here, over here, get a biocell. And then like, oh no, puzzle time! I'm not good at puzzles. So luckily I know how to do this. Wait, what? Game? Oh, okay. Let's just do that again. There you go. The game just... I guess I was dashing in too fast. That can happen. But I can't remember why. Anyways, doesn't matter. So we got that. So we are gonna open the door number 4. Where's, like, the good sir with whom we have to talk. Do a bit of parkouring. Cell 4. He wants to talk with us, blah, blah, blah. We get him out of the cell, say continue, and then we're gonna meet him later. Now we're gonna go into the menu, get our super dash. That is required for later. And now we just open every door. Oops, was too fast. And then we just need to dash through here once again. So all the prisoners who just stormed with us are dead. RIP. And then we just go down here. So in the next scene, or yeah, basically everywhere you go there are like prisoners and police officers fighting. So what you can do is you can use the prisoners like as meat shields and just pass by everywhere. But normally they're gonna lose because the police officers have like better equipment. But well, it doesn't matter for us. Very good enough for distraction, so we can do some parkouring. So I'm gonna grab this railing here, climb up, and now we just need to get some extra information, which we are gonna get. So yeah, this is like the guy we killed. Normally he would be here and talk with us, but well, if he's dead, he can't talk with you, right? So we can just go and get his stash out. Do a bit of hacking, disengage, and we get some further information. So now we see this camera footage. And what you can do then is like you can go there and figure out what is going on, what is the boss talking about, and what is going on with the fixer. Well, we'll never know because this is not required for us. So now that we have all the information we wanted and the person we needed to rescue, we're just gonna leave. So we need to go to the helipad, and that is on top of this entire prison. So what we're gonna do is go in that direction. So first of all, we need to just jump out of here and vanish. And then, whoop, here on the top, there is gonna be an elevator. Also here, like the other gangster we shot with all the tattoos, he would normally spawn here and say like, ha, finally I get you, now we can have a fight. And well, there is no fight because, well, you're dead. Alright, so now we go into the menu. We are getting the stealth augmentation because, once again, very broken augmentation. And then we are getting some energy cells. Yeah, I can just put it on one, doesn't matter. So energy cells just refill our energy, obviously, and since we want to be invisible, we're just gonna use that. So what we need to do is there are gonna be some anti-air rockets here, and we need to make sure that these are deactivated, and that's what we're gonna do. So first of all, we jump here, whoop, go for that, get this one, press button, press button, press button, hacking, very hacker man, open all the slots, go back, turn invisible, and go through the lasers. Once again, lasers can't see you, so you can just go through. Then we're just gonna eat some energy cells, nom nom nom. Press buttons, there you go, first button pressed. Then we go to the second one, run, 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 nom nom nom, there you go. You can turn off invisibility, and now we can just leave. So we're just gonna do a little drop here, and then we find the fixer alive and the guy we need to rescue, and then we let it basically say like, yeah, just kill him, it doesn't matter. And what we can do now is we can leave the area. Alright, time's coming up. The moment the door basically shuts down, we are done. And time. Yeah. That was the A Criminal's Past. Really, really cool DLC. I can recommend that a lot. I had a lot of fun playing this casually, like just exploring the prison aspect, especially when you do it without augmentation. Same with System Rift. System Rift reminded me very much of Thema Factory and Human Revolution. Tons of fun. Desperate Measures is more like, yeah, here's a tiny bite have fun for 30 minutes. Anyways, yeah, that was Mankind Divided. This was everything from my side. Thanks for watching, thanks for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep donating for a good cause. That is from my side. I'm done with the event. I'm Heinki. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Heinki, for this fantastic speedrun of Deus Ex Mankind Divided Plus DLC. We are going into a short intermission while we are setting up Final Fantasy XIV. Don't go anywhere, we will be right back for you.